Receiving a cancer diagnosis can make it hard for people with cancer, their caregivers, and loved ones to work and earn money. In this video, you will hear how others have felt during their cancer care journey. It will also give you helpful information about laws and benefits that can protect you and your caregiver's job and income during this time.
I worked hard all my life for everything I had. And I didn't know what to expect. I was worried about my diagnosis, how I'm going to get through that, because I didn't have any income and I wouldn't be able to have any. I mean, I haven't worked since January of last year, something like that. Mm-hmm. And that's a long time to go. It can be mentally stressing too, worrying about, how I'm going to pay this bill, how I'm going to keep a roof over my head.
I think in the moment, when he was first diagnosed, this was a question that came to all of us. I think it was one of the first concerns, like, how are we going to be able to afford this? And I think that's, it's unfortunate that when you receive such news about someone that you love so much, in terms of their health, one of the things that comes to mind is financial difficulties, because it's very real. We were also very aware of the fact that my dad was going to have to take time off.
Financial toxicity describes how costs of cancer care can cause financial concerns for patients. It is common during cancer care. It may cause people to skip tests and appointments, skip medicines, or split doses of medicine, or refuse recommended treatment. This can lower your chances of getting the best treatment results.
My husband is a pretty laid-back guy. He did get really stressed, of course, when I was going through cancer treatment. But he was sort of acted like, okay, we'll pay whatever it costs as long as you can get healthy and you can get better. He was doing the electrical work at a factory. Then when he arrived one day at that job site, he was told that they were shutting down the whole factory. So he lost the insurance. Definitely having that big hit on our income at the same time as all the bills for cancer. It was very intense because it's we had less money to work with at the same time that we had more bills than ever before. That was tricky. And then I think I was the one who was more worried. I don't know, I was just thinking about we're spending all this money just on me when we have other bills and things and the kids. So I think it's hard as a mom because you always want to put your kids first.
There are several laws, policies, and benefits in place to protect you and your family. These include the Family Medical Leave Act, the Americans with Disabilities Act, disability benefits, Social Security benefits, Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, and open enrollment. FMLA stands for the Family and Medical Leave Act. It is a law in the United States that allows employees to take time off work for certain family and medical reasons without losing your job. If you are eligible for FMLA, you can take up to 12 weeks per year of unpaid leave unless you have vacation time or short-term disability benefits to provide income. FMLA allows you to care for yourself, a spouse, a child, or a parent who has a serious health condition. This law helps people take time off without the fear of losing their job. The Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, is a law that helps people with disabilities, including people diagnosed with cancer. It protects you from being treated unfairly at work. Some ways workplaces can support people with cancer include changing the workspace or adjusting their schedule or job role. Talk with your employer about what accommodation you need and what is available for you. To get these accommodations, you will need a medical necessity statement from your provider. Disability income is a benefit your employer may offer, which can include short-term disability or long-term disability. You might also have chosen to get a cancer insurance policy through your employer or one you bought yourself. These policies can give you a lump sum or regular payments, also called a stipend, to help cover the costs of cancer care. There are also programs through the federal, state, and county government that might help if you qualify. Two federal government programs are the Social Security Disability Income, or SSDI, and Supplemental Security Income, or SSI. Each program has specific rules about who can qualify. Be sure to connect with your Mayo Clinic care team to see if these programs are right for you. There are situations when your employment ends due to your inability to work. When this occurs, you may be eligible to continue your medical insurance through a program called COBRA, which stands for the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act. Ask your employer what the costs will be to see if you can afford to stay on the same insurance plan. COBRA typically ends after 18 months unless you qualify for an extension. If you cannot afford the cost of COBRA, another option is to consider medical plans offered on the marketplace at healthcare.gov. Understanding plan options and costs will help you make the best choice. Be sure to discuss any insurance changes with your care team as soon as possible so we can provide information that best meets your needs. Open enrollment is a time when you choose your health insurance for the year. During open enrollment, you can decide to keep your current plan or make a change. Before making any changes, talk to your care team to make sure the new plan won't affect your cancer care. Changing plans could disrupt the treatment you need. These laws and benefits are only a few of the ways you can protect yourself and your caregiver's job and income while receiving cancer care. Your Mayo Clinic care team is ready to listen, answer your questions, and provide support and resources during your treatment. Beyond Your Care Team, the Cancer Education blog on Mayo Clinic Connect is an online resource providing free education and support to cancer patients and their loved ones at all Mayo Clinic sites. It is also an online community connecting you with people facing similar health challenges. Knowing where to get help can be challenging, but your Mayo Clinic care team is here to guide you. Reach out early if you have concerns about the potential loss of income, if there might be changes in your insurance, or other concerns related to financial toxicity. We hope that after listening to this session, you feel more confident and informed about the resources available to you. Your Mayo Clinic care team is here to answer questions or concerns you may have about laws and benefits that can protect you and your caregiver's job and income. Thank you for trusting Mayo Clinic with your care.